Srimati Supriya Sule.
Good afternoon, sir. I stand on behalf of my party today on this 193 for women. Actually, my attempt was, I wish more men spoke on this, but I appreciate Mr. Karunakar, including from my party, not just Rohan, that because they are the real perpetrators and that's where they are. But at the same time, it's been a very good debate so far. I'm just totally disappointed by one of our senior members who has just first time come into Lok Sabha. I would like to flag it. Normally, I don't criticize anybody, but she took the entire debate, which was so serious, to a UPA NDA. I think this issue is not about UPA or NDA. It's an issue about livelihoods, about citizens who are asking for equal rights in this country. It's unfortunate she's not here. She's an elderly woman. She's probably my mother's age. And I come from a family which is of very powerful and extremely strong women, even if they are not in a position of power. And I see my young sister Poonam Mahajan sitting here. And we come from a state of Maharashtra, which has a great legacy of women power and equal rights to women. So starting from Chhatrapati Maharaj, who was a great warrior, to Jyotiba Phule, who was a great reformist, to Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. This is the culture that we come from and we represent. Shahu Maharaj, Ambedkar ji, all are great leaders who have come and done a lot of work in social reforms. And I think the whole sense of the entire house, I was listening to Geeta talking about her issue which has just happened to her. I'm so proud even about my friends from AIDMK. They take Amma's name every day. Everybody laughs about it. My point is, if the UPA can take their leader's name, NDA can take the leader's name, why can't you take Amma's name if she's a woman? You all talk about it. It makes me so proud as a woman that in this entire country where women are considered number 2 in a position, there are major states, including Uttar Pradesh, which has had a woman chief minister. Though your state is, and the best part, I think, the entire sense of the house was last week, when Amma had that issue in Sri Lanka, there were 35 men who stood here and defended a woman. I think this is the sense of this house. So let's not take it to petty politics. Women's atrocities and abuse against children is a very, very serious issue. It's not a political issue. And I have a lot of friends in the BJP who I've worked several years closely together on education, on healthcare. There is Anurag Thakur sitting there who's worked, I have worked even in the Lok Sabha about it. When it comes to malnutrition, when it comes to healthcare, I don't think anybody has a different view on it. I'm so happy Menka ji is sitting here. She has brought out a very, very important issue. All of us may have differences, that should the Juvenile Act be 16 or should it be 18? So I think we really need to debate this, because there is a lot of view from very different people. I'm sure a lot of NGOs who work in this field have reached out to her as well. But I think here the discussion is about humanity. And we've made so many legislations and none of our lives has changed by any legislation, if you really ask me. Today we had dowry deaths today across party. To give you an example of my state where I come from, sir, Konkan is an area which is very, very developed. A lot of my friends from Shiv Sena come from there. We are so proud to say that there is no concept of dowry in entire Konkan area in Maharashtra. But if you go to Marathwada, it's exactly the contrast situation. Unless there is dowry, there is no marriage in that area. So these are all social issues and only legislations are not going to change. I'm proud to say that in the state where I come from, even somebody, I think Kakoli Ghosh talked about Punjab. My friend who's a minister here now in the union cabinet has worked very, very hard to save every girl child. I actually have offense when people say girl child. You don't say boy child. It's only a girl child is a girl child. So I think these are all issues which we really need to take, and the sense of the entire house is that we want to fight against it. Legislations are made. But we all have governments. I think the Madhya Pradesh government has started a girl child program, as they call it, I think new, which is a great intervention. Maharashtra has shown great improvement. We were 846 about 3 years ago. Today we are 915. We've shown a huge development, and it's only interventions of all parties. Every party in Maharashtra has risen over this entire political game and worked for social causes. And I'd like to quote Dr. Ambedkar saying, "A reformer who defies society is much more courageous than a politician who defies a government." So here today the sense of the house is, whether it's dowry, whether it's our young children, I think legislations will be made, we must make them, but sensitization of all our members. I'll give you a little example, sir. We all work here as women. Like Gita said, we're 61 of us. There are little comments. If a woman aggressively talks, my male colleagues only tell me that, oh, she's a bit over smart and an aggressive woman. What's wrong? Only men can be aggressive. If a woman asks for her right, why can't she be? She's looked at it badly and they said, oh my God, his wife is a little aggressive. She's not very nice. If she's a meek, sweet lady, because the Indian ethos is, tum achhi maa bano, to bhukhi raho aur dukhi raho. That's the real inner of an Indian mother. Because when there is enough food in the house, every Indian mother will first feed her entire family. If there is anything left, she will give. That's why 75% women of this country are anemic today. And that's why my friend Geeta also was asking for rights. And what did she say while asking? She said, I beg for it. This is what we have to change, Geeta. It's not beg. You have to demand your rights. That's the change we have to become. So I think the sense of this house is very positive and very together. And we will even urge Menka ji and our entire government that if any social changes, I can talk on behalf of all of us sitting here, any social causes, we'll be proud to be part of you as long as you promise us that you will not get in communal angle like your other colleague did. So let's all rise to the occasion and give dignity to every citizen, man, woman, child of this country. Thank you.
Thank you.